Welcome back to another short clip episode of Cooling Up with Coach Breeze, brought to you by EBO Beard Butter. I'm, of course, your game day drip coordinator, Coach Breeze, and today, y'all, we have a lot to talk about. And we're going to get into all of it at some point. But first things first, I would be remiss as your game day drip coordinator if I didn't speak on the biggest piece of game day drip news regarding the Washington Commanders since they unveiled their current uniforms back in 2022 when they did the unveiling of the Washington Commanders. Yeah, the gold pants are back. Now, I know some of y'all love them. I know some of y'all hate them. Here's where I'm at with it. So let's look back, right? I remember when Bruce Allen and I believe Mike Shanahan was the head coach at the time, bought the gold pants back in 2011, 2012, whatever year that was. And at the time, the entirety of my life up to that point, I had known the Redskins to wear one standard uniform, right? They had a burgundy jersey, they had a white jersey. They had burgundy pants, they had white pants. And for the most part, the combinations were burgundy jersey, white pants. White jersey, burgundy pants. Joe Gibbs came back. They wore white on white a few times. They wore burgundy on burgundy a few times, and it was different, and I liked it. But those combinations were then shelved until later regimes. So when they first bought the gold pants back, I loved it because I was in the minority of people who wanted to see them upgrade and modernize the Redskins uniforms at the time. So when they bought the gold pants back, I loved them. And then they got to a point where they wore them every single week to the point where they were no longer special. It wasn't something bonus or extra. It was the thing. This is what we wear every single week. And I began to not like them along with a lot of other people. And then as they began to transition from that era, that regime, and then furthermore transitioned into being the Washington football team and the Commanders, the yellow pants went away. And over time, once they changed the name from being the Redskins and everybody was, we want our name back, we want our logo back, and it became, okay, well, that part of it you probably won't get back. Then it transitioned to trying to get various elements of past uniforms back, whether that was stripes on the helmet, whether that was stripes on the pants, whether that was feathers somewhere, whether that was a gold face mask, whether that was whatever the case may be. Just trying whatever they could do to get various elements of past uniforms incorporated into what the Commanders now wore. And some of it I agree with, some of it I disagree with. But long story short, on the Commanders' 92nd birthday, which was yesterday, July 9th, they decided to give us a gift. In their words, ask and you shall receive. We heard you asking, which is a terrible thing to say because people have been asking for other things for much longer. But I get it, clickbait. They decided to give us the gold pants back. Now, upon seeing the pictures, which I will post, I think the gold pants actually look pretty good with the burgundy jersey. Even better to me than the white and burgundy pants that they already had. Now, there's no stripe on these pants. They're just solid gold pants. But I think burgundy on gold, pretty solid combination. It looks good to me. So I'm excited to see how they look in games and all that kind of stuff with players doing different stuff with it. I love them, right? This is a game day drip. I'm the game day drip guy. This is the game day drip thing. I think it looks good. Now, I will say they can really those gold pants can really only be worn with the burgundy jersey because per NFL rules with alternate uniforms, they can't wear the gold pants with the black jersey and helmet. Although you can do whatever you want to do on Madden, which lots of people have been doing. And because there's virtually zero gold in the white jersey outside of the swoosh on the shoulder, they probably wouldn't look very good with the white uniform either because there's no gold in it. But I do think that bringing the gold pants back is a step in the right direction towards updating, tweaking, changing, improving the Commanders uniforms, because if there's one thing we can all be in agreement upon, outside of name issues and all of that stuff, is that the uniforms could stand to be improved. Specifically the white and the black ones, because again, the white one, people say it looks like the Cardinals. It doesn't, but there's no gold in it. The black one, people say they look like the Steelers. They don't. There's no burgundy in it. So the burgundy jersey is the one thing that we kind of can hang on to as, oh, that has some semblance of what we are, were, should be. So the gold pants are, to me, a step in the right direction in improving those things. So that's just my take on it, my 2 cents on it. With me being the game day drip guy, everybody wants to know my opinion on what stuff looks like, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So there you go. That is my opinion on the Commanders bringing back the gold pants. There's still room for improvement, and we'll get there. But you got to take baby steps. And there are much, much more important things to be worried about. And my biggest concern is putting a good, productive football team on the field. We'll worry about everything else on the back end when it needs to be taken care of. So there you have it. We have plenty of other topics to touch on. Don't go too far. But for now, this has been another short clip episode of the Cooling Up with Coach Breeze podcast. As always, I appreciate y'all. Please follow, share, like, subscribe, retweet, repost, all of that good stuff. Until next time, make sure you tell somebody you love them, and I'll see y'all in a little bit.